I don't know, you feel like, let me go and find some work so that I can get some money. After I get the money, I can now also work on my own personal project. It won't work. But because you get that money, you come home, you have the responsibilities, you have to take care of family and other things, the money finishes, you can't sit down and die or leave those responsibilities. You have to go back again. Meanwhile, your own personal projects are dying. Many of us are running personal projects for more than 10 years. They haven't seen the daylight. Those projects haven't seen the daylight because we are still on them. Sometimes people are like, even that guy, I was talking to him, I told him, I'm now on Oyaku, and he was like, are you still on Oyaku? You are very hard to cook. That's a French way of saying it, which is tu es dur à cuire, which means you are very hard to cook. Like you are very hard to get direct on other things. You don't give up easily. Yes. I don't see a reason of giving up actually, because we do the struggle, we survive with the struggle. But the personal projects, they are there. You finish the struggle, at least just do something on it. Even if it doesn't go anywhere, just you keep on keeping your mind active and you do something about it. So that's the problem. And I was saying, I believe we developers, we African developers, should actually try to take over the tech business. You see, the reason I'm saying that is people actually into business who are supposed to hire us and use our skills, and also not even use our skills, allow us to experience and really use our potential, have no idea of the value we have or we are. So they can't do that for us. We have to be at their positions, and then we can understand ourselves. And the funny thing is, it's not easy for a developer to be an entrepreneur. We are deep engineers who have no idea of business. We are so bad at business. In fact, that's why we are failing. Otherwise, developers should be over any other person, because we create the products. If we knew how to market these products and sell them, why would we go and work for somebody? Unfortunately, we are so bad at that. We prefer to create than just to sell. An engineer can create his entire life. Even if he doesn't earn any coin, he's happy. He's happy, he's just happy to create. So, I was reading Steve Wozniak's profile, which is the Woz. And inside, that's when I actually learned one funny thing. I usually feel like, why is it that Steve Jobs is more popular than Steve Wozniak concerning Apple business and all? Because Steve Wozniak is the one who built the entire Apple 1 and Apple 2 alone and all this. How come people are not praising the engineer? They are actually praising the marketer. As over time I realized, first of all, Steve Wozniak was not interested in fame, because he praises himself as an engineer. He always praises himself as the guy who can create this fancy stuff. You see, we prefer that glory than the guy who can sell, who can show his face on the camera and then, you see, impress people. Impressing people in that, we don't usually care about that. That doesn't fancy us. We prefer the guy. He's the guy who created this. Unfortunately, the world doesn't look at those people. The world likes easy paths, where it is easy to take. If you want to understand the engineers, it will take us so much work to understand the engineers, so we don't want to hear about them. When you use your laptops and your phones, and do you ever ask yourself, who's the guy who designed this? Who's the guy who coded this? Who cares? But this Huawei phone, but this Apple phone. Yeah. So it's just the fancy part we like, because it's easy to grab. So, full stop for that bracket. Let's move on. Now, we assume we already did some wireframing and all this. We are now going to start coding our project. And then, I believe, we need to move on to the computer and start designing We won't waste too much time. We'll try to design a web page like this, just their own page, okay? And from there we'll see what goes on. We have our information already, so let's go ahead.